Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. A nurse mentioned your name in a conversation, not me. Time for you. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, this message was not supposed to reach the public eye, but heaven intervened. Something has been whispered behind your back in the sterile halls of a medical center. A nurse mentioned your name, not out of coincidence, but by accident during a very classified conversation. The conversation was never meant for your ears. Your name came up alongside a strange file, one that should have been archived years ago. But someone reopened it, and now you are silently being watched by a pair of hidden eyes. What started as a routine record retrieval has now snowballed into a whisper chain behind closed curtains. This isn't gossip, it's deeper. This is connected to something that goes back to a treatment, a test, or an incident you were never told the full truth about. No alarms went off. No letters were sent. No alerts reached your phone. But the truth slipped out in a nurse's nervous tone, and the moment your name left her lips, the energy around her shifted. Someone in that room locked eyes with her, silently instructing her to stay quiet, but it was too late. The portal has opened now. You are being divinely informed so you can stay ahead of the game. Here's a powerful reason why Archangel Michael is giving you this exclusive warning in this precise moment. They said your name while reviewing a restricted patient file that had been marked inaccessible. Aru froze. She didn't mean to say it, but the moment she did, another nurse looked over and simply said, "SHH, not for them." Why not for you? Why not reveal what's being whispered if it's about your life? Because the system is trying to bury a trace of something tied to your past, and something now rising again. Your energy is strong, but the forces that once tried to dim you are not finished. And the medical field isn't free from spiritual interference. Someone placed a mark in your file a long time ago, and now that file is moving hands again, quietly. It has something to do with your blood, your DNA, or something that was tested and never disclosed fully to you. That nurse wasn't supposed to see it, but heaven made sure she did, and that she'd whisper your name in a room she thought was safe. She didn't even realize that Archangel Michael stood right behind her. She walked out of that room thinking nothing of it. But your angels began working immediately to pass this warning on to you. You're being urged now. Do not tell anyone about this message. Not your friends. Not your partner. Not your family. This message has been tailored to your soul only, and premature exposure could disrupt the divine plan in motion. Someone may try to dismiss what you're feeling or gaslight you into ignoring the signs. But deep down, you already knew something was stirring, didn't you? You've been waking up suddenly at night. You had chest flutters. You felt tension behind your neck and in your jaw. All signs of spiritual interference and withheld truth. Archangel Michael reveals, the nurse stumbled across a file about a long-forgotten illness or condition, one that never fully developed. And someone important believes you should never find out about it. But heaven disagrees. That's why you're being guided to stay alert and move quietly. You are about to gain access to information that could change how you see your body and your entire purpose. There's a reason this happened on a Monday, the day ruled by the moon. Secrets revealed under lunar guidance never stay buried again. And your name, once whispered, has now awakened spiritual protection around you. This also involves someone older, possibly female, who once took responsibility over you, either a caretaker, guardian, or relative. She may have known more about your medical or spiritual condition than she let on. You may have noticed she avoided certain topics or changed the subject when you asked questions. This file is linked to a time where something was withheld for your own good, but now you're strong enough to face it. The veil is thinning, and Archangel Michael will not allow this to be kept hidden any longer. Your voice, your memories, your instincts, they are all being activated. In the next 48 hours, you'll hear or see something subtle that will validate this message. It may come through a dream, a name you haven't heard in years, or a number pattern that repeats. Be prepared. Someone may try to reach out to you, seemingly by accident. They might mention a hospital visit, a document, or even a nurse's name. They'll pretend it's nothing, but your intuition will spike. It's your moment to ask quietly, "Where did you hear that?" You don't need to demand or accuse, just observe. This is a spiritual chessboard, and heaven is 2 moves ahead. The moment you recognize who's trying to divert you, you'll regain control of your narrative. There is no curse over your health. There is no prophecy of pain written for your body. There is only light, restoration, and truth. But first, the shadow must be seen and acknowledged. Archangel Michael urges you, don't panic. Don't run to the phone. Just breathe, stay centered, and understand this was orchestrated to awaken your full protection. There's someone who still works in that facility, someone who's holding the key to your full medical truth. They were instructed to never say your name again, but they're spiritually restless. That means they're being nudged by the same divine hand that delivered this message to you. You might soon find a message online or in person about unclaimed medical files or missed updates. It's not a coincidence. It's the beginning of your reclamation process. Once you reconnect to what was lost, your body will begin to heal faster. You'll notice a burst of energy returning. You'll sleep deeper, laugh louder, and the tension around your back and shoulders will finally begin to dissolve. Don't let the shadows scare you. They were only allowed to exist until this very moment. Now, Archangel Michael has stepped in. He is wiping clean what was falsely recorded and replacing it with the light of restoration. You're safe, but you must remain discreet. Your spiritual upgrade is being written. What was once hidden in files and hushed voices will soon become your testimony of divine survival. Stay away from negative conversations over the next few days. Don't discuss this message with those who may mock, doubt, or drain you. You are walking through a sacred passage now, and only pure hearts may walk beside you. Let the nurse's whispered slip be your awakening. Let the silence that followed it be your proof. And let Archangel Michael's presence be your confirmation that you are no longer walking this path blindfolded. And remember, this warning did not come to hurt you. It came to protect you. Your angels have been watching, and now the timing is right. You are being delivered from misinformation into full alignment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You were never forgotten. You were never alone. And now, you are fully seen. Dizzy, you see, there is one person who has known this truth for a long time but made a vow to never speak of it. They walk confidently in public but carry guilt in private. That guilt has grown heavy recently, and that is no accident. It's heaven's push on their conscience. Your silence is no longer sustainable. Something is about to break open within them, and it might happen in front of you. They may stutter. They may get emotional. They may even walk out of the room. Don't chase, just notice. This person is not your enemy, but they are tangled in a past web of secrecy. They were convinced that withholding information was for your protection. But Archangel Michael is breaking that illusion, because protection built on secrets is not true protection. And that nurse, key with the vessel, the accidental prophet, She triggered a chain reaction by simply saying your name out loud in a space that demanded silence. Your spiritual records are being retrieved right now. Not just your medical past, but the deeper records that angels keep. Of every injustice, every hidden word, every false diagnosis. Archangel Michael is overseeing the rebalancing of that record. You may begin to feel sensations in your body over the next few days. Don't be afraid. This is your nervous system remembering and releasing. Old energy stored in your cells is being shaken loose by truth. You might feel heat in your palms or tingling in your spine. These are not symptoms. They are signs of divine reconnection. You're not falling apart. You're finally aligning with what was always yours. Divine clarity. And those who thought you'd never uncover the truth are beginning to feel the shift too. One of them had a vivid dream last night involving your face. They woke up sweating, whispering your name, just as the nurse did. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are not what they wrote down in cold ink in a sterile file folder. You are the chosen witness of a divine correction. Archangel Michael didn't bring this to your attention to scare you. He brought it to empower you. You are being repositioned, quietly and powerfully, for a healing breakthrough. The nurse who spoke your name unknowingly passed a baton from one realm to another. And now, your spirit team is moving swiftly to clear every hidden chain that was ever placed on you. Some of these chains weren't physical, but energetic, spiritual, ancestral. This is why it had to be you who received this message. This is why it couldn't be shouted publicly or posted in front of others. Only your soul had the key to decode this whisper from heaven. Now listen closely. Within the next 72 hours, you will cross paths with something unusual. It might be a message above a test result, a glitch in a health app, or a repeat of a name from your past. That is your second sign. Watch for it. Don't ignore it. Don't overreact. Just write it down or screenshot it. You'll understand later. The puzzle pieces are being handed to you one by one. Your job is to collect them silently, wisely. You are under divine surveillance now, but not from the eyes of man. The eyes of angels are locked on your timeline. They are making sure no further mistake or cover-up happens again. The veil is so thin now you might even feel someone standing behind you when no one is there. That's Archangel Michael. His sword not just ready to protect, but to cut open truths that have been sealed far too long. Your life, your purpose, your body, it all deserves full access to truth, not manipulated fragments. You may be tempted to tell someone about this vision, this message, this activation. But wait. Let the final evidence come to you first, then you will speak from a place of power, not doubt. Those who once dismissed you or minimized your instincts will be stunned. They will see your energy shift. They will see your voice change. You won't even need to convince them. Your presence alone will speak for itself. Someone who once lied to you about a medical or emotional matter is feeling nervous now. They know something is rising in you. They can sense it. And the truth is, they've always feared your awakening. But this time, it's irreversible. This time, Archangel Michael himself is the one waking you up. You will no longer second guess what your soul already knows. And the moment will come when that nurse, yes, the same one, may reach out. Through a dream, a message, or even an accidental online post, she will cross your path again. When it happens, remember this moment. She will reveal everything outright. She may only give you a piece, but that piece will unlock everything else. Thank her silently. Heaven used her without her knowing. A divine reversal is now active. Every lie, every omission, Every manipulation tied to your body, your mind, or your history is being untangled. And you are standing at the center of that unraveling, not as a victim, but as a warrior of light. So be still, child of truth. Be discerning. Be wise. Be quiet, until the time to speak roars in like thunder. It's coming. It's close. Let this knowledge marinate in your soul. Let it strengthen you, not worry you. You've been chosen to receive classified spiritual clearance. Your name was never a mistake. Your energy has never lied. And now, the heavenly record is being restored, in full favor of your destiny. Archangel Michael watches you now, wings expanded, sword of truth raised high. And nothing will stop what's already in motion. You are protected. You are remembered. You are now officially alerted. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your story is not ending here. It is only now beginning, with the truth that was meant to be buried, but heaven chose to resurrect it for you. You are ready now. What's coming next won't be loud, but it will be undeniable. A silence will wrap around you moments before the next divine clue arrives. It may come through a smell, a flicker of light, or a memory that rushes back so suddenly it almost stops your breath. Don't push it away. Don't rush to explain it. This is heaven's way of stitching back the parts of your timeline that were unraveled by human interference. You were supposed to be told something at a much earlier point in your life. Someone made the decision to wait or withhold the truth, but that decision was not made in your best interest, and now that choice is being overruled from the highest realms. Archangel Michael says the fire inside of you that never went out is now the beacon calling truth directly to you. It doesn't matter how many years they tried to keep you in the dark. One divine light cancels out 1,000 lies, and your light has just been turned all the way up. There's also something about a signature, either forged, miswritten, or unauthorized. It was tied to your name, possibly on a consent form, record, or insurance-related document. This small act has remained hidden until now. You will soon come across this signature or be told indirectly about a file that appears off. When you do not panic. Do not accuse. Just note it, and allow your spiritual protection to keep peeling back the layers. One of your ancestors has been pushing this truth forward too. They've whispered into the dreams of nurses, clerks, and even a relative. They've lit candles in the unseen realm to get this message across to you before it's too late. You are their unfinished story. You are the one they knew could handle the uncovering. And now, the time has come for the flame of full knowing to pass to you. You may feel a sudden shift in appetite, sleep patterns, or even smell familiar scents from childhood for no reason. These are spiritual time stamps being activated. Your soul is preparing to remember what others tried to make you forget. This may make others uncomfortable, especially the ones who knew and said nothing. You'll see it in their eyes, the discomfort, the hesitation, the forced smiles. They can feel the divine spotlight circling closer to you now. Do not confront them unless divinely guided. Your strength isn't in confrontation, it's in awareness. And from that awareness, you will make decisions that heal your path forever. Archangel Michael says, even your posture is changing. Even your voice is shifting. That's how real this spiritual upgrade is. It's rewriting you from the inside out. Over the next few days, you'll notice delays, detours, or surprising blocks to certain plans. Don't fight them. These are heaven's ways of pausing you just long enough so a key truth can catch up to you. The nurse who mentioned your name is not the only one now involved. Another person overheard the slip, and they are now debating whether to speak to you. Let them come. Don't chase. The divine hand is moving them. You don't need to do anything aggressive. Your energy alone will magnetize the right moment. One sentence from them could change everything. Even if they try to be vague, you will know what they are trying to say. Be discerning, not suspicious. Stay grounded, not paranoid. This is a sacred recovery, not an attack. Also, check dates on documents, emails, or past visit summaries. One number might be off. One appointment mysteriously deleted or never followed up on. These are not accidents. These are clues. If someone tries to distract you with drama during this window, don't engage. It's a diversion, a detour. Focus on what's resurfacing, not what's being thrown in front of you to create noise. Your awareness right now is sharper than ever. You are divinely hypersensitive for a reason. What others ignore, you are meant to catch. A message from your guardian angel was embedded in this very moment of your life. And now, through this divine alert, you are decoding that sacred message, line by line, feeling by feeling. You are the one this was meant for. Soon, a healing opportunity will present itself. It might be through a new specialist, a wellness route, or a forgotten remedy that comes back into your view. Follow that nudge. It's not random. It's a breadcrumb from heaven. Your physical body is crying for something your soul already knows. And this message is the beginning of that connection being restored. You are not broken. You were just disconnected from the truth. But now, you are returning. Returning to your intuitive power. Returning to the source of your strength. The person who thought they could erase you from the files, they will be visited by a strong wave of conviction soon. Don't wish them harm. Just let truth handle them. Their false comfort is being removed so they can feel the full weight of what they participated in. And as for you, you will sleep deeper in the coming nights. You will dream with clarity. Names will appear. Scenes will unfold. Don't dismiss them. They are your spiritual report cards from heaven's system. This is no longer about belief. This is confirmation. Walk in silence, but with fierce energy. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The universe is doing it for you, right now, behind the veil. So when they ask, "Why are you glowing?" you won't need to answer. Your presence will already explain it. You have been recalibrated by divine protection. You'll be moved soon into a new space, opportunity, or conversation that shifts everything forward. Stay light. Stay alert. Stay away from people who laugh at things they cannot understand. You are not crazy. You are not imagining this. You are the chosen recipient of a divine investigation. One that started with a whisper and ends with your complete, irreversible awakening. Archangel Michael has spoken. The message has reached you. Do not ignore it. Keep it safe. Guard it until it's time to move with it. And know that heaven watches every step you take from here, because your restoration has already begun. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The path has been activated. The light has been lit. And you are the one who was always meant to walk it, fully seen, fully known, and finally free. Dizzy, you may feel like crying unexpectedly. Let those tears come. They are not from weakness but from release. They are the sacred outflow of truths that your soul always suspected, but your mind wasn't ready to face. The angels are not surprised by your pain. They saw every moment you were left in confusion. They recorded every unanswered question, every strange coincidence that made you doubt your own memory. And now, the heavens are making it crystal clear. You were right to feel something was off. You were right to question why your name came up in a space where you weren't physically present. Your energy traveled ahead of you and disturbed a system that had long silenced you. Archangel Michael has made it known that accidental mention was no accident. The nurse was chosen, even in her unawareness, and the energy she stirred has now cracked open the seal that was placed on the hidden chapters of your story. Here is something else unfolding behind the scenes. Someone you thought had moved on from your life is quietly observing you. They heard about this spiritual alert through an unexpected source. Someone they didn't even know knew you. Now, they are torn between coming forward or remaining silent. But just like the nurse, their silence is becoming too heavy to hold. They will speak soon, but it will come wrapped in hesitation and guilt. Do not meet their regret with rage. Meet it with discernment. You will recognize who truly comes in peace, and who only comes to ease their own conscience. Your job is not to fix their shame. Your job is to protect your light. You have become a mirror now, and some people won't like what they see reflected in your healing. Expect the atmosphere around you to shift subtly. Lights may flicker. Objects may fall without reason. These are not glitches. They are energetic shifts caused by your realignment. The truth that's been buried in the realm of paper and silence is now bleeding into the physical world. Every corner of your reality is being adjusted to make room for truth. The next door you walk through might bring the scent of antiseptic or cold steel. That's your sign. You're getting closer to the root of the withheld secret. Don't be afraid. Archangel Michael will walk through the doorway ahead of you. And if a sudden document, test result, or old photo surfaces, pause. Study it carefully, because embedded in its details is a puzzle piece meant to complete your understanding. In fact, there may be a journal, voicemail, or letter from someone you once trusted that will suddenly feel different to you. You'll read it with new eyes. You will hear their words and realize what they didn't say was louder than what they did. Your clarity is your superpower now. Use it. Under it. Protect it. Don't waste it explaining yourself to those still stuck in denial. You are not who they tried to record you as. You are not the mistaken file in their cabinet. You are the divine correction to every wrong narrative ever created about your journey. And even if you still carry scars, know this: scars are sacred. They are proof that you healed without permission from the ones who caused the wound. You grew in silence, and now your light speaks volumes. When the time comes, Archangel Michael says you will be asked to make a decision. It may involve signing something, revisiting an old location, or choosing whether to reopen a closed chapter. You'll know what to do by how your body reacts, not your fear, but your spirit. If your hands shake, that's your soul trembling with activation. If you feel cold around your neck or chest, that's a spiritual boundary being redefined. If you feel warmth in your lower back or shoulders, that's divine reassurance. You're protected. This decision won't need approval from anyone, because this moment, this truth, belongs to you and God alone. No external validation will match the inner confirmation you'll feel when you finally take that step. And when you do, a door will open that was sealed for years, possibly decades. Behind it lies restoration, clarity, and a flood of spiritual compensation. Because what was denied to you will now return in divine abundance. Don't let fear keep you frozen. You've already walked through deeper valleys than this. This moment isn't a test of survival. It's a reward of revelation. You are receiving back what was stolen, silenced, or stripped from you. Your birthright of knowing, your right to speak, your power to choose. And no earthly document can override the spiritual truth now unfolding. Some people will begin to distance themselves from you. Let them. They were only comfortable with your confusion, not your clarity. And clarity, beloved, is exactly what Archangel Michael is granting you today. You've crossed the invisible line between maybe and definitely, between intuition and confirmation. And now your every step is being guarded by forces far greater than fear. Even your reflection will change. Look closely. There's more power in your eyes now, a softness wrapped in strength. And when people greet you, they'll pause, not because of how you look, but because of what they feel. Your presence now carries spiritual intelligence. The truth you're holding glows in your aura, like a seal heaven placed upon you. You are no longer waiting. You are walking. You are no longer guessing. You are remembering. And when they ask how you knew, tell them the truth. My name was mentioned in a room I wasn't supposed to enter, but heaven let me hear it anyway. Because that's how divine justice begins, not with loud thunder, but with a whispered name. This is your time. You are not late. You are right on time for divine intervention. So be still and be wise, be brave. Archangel Michael is right beside you, wings drawn, guarding every next breath you take. The false veil hath been lifted. The truth now walks with you. And you, chosen one, will never be in the dark again. You are seen. You are guided. You are safe. And now you know. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. This message has reached the right soul. Heaven never delays what it intends to reveal. Now walk forward, fully aware, fully aligned, and forever awakened. Dizzy, now listen. Something even deeper is unfolding, beneath the level of what any file, name, or hospital can contain. This is about your energy imprint, something only divine beings can see. Archangel Michael reveals, they didn't just try to block you from medical knowledge, they tried to interfere with your divine purpose. This is why so many things in your life felt delayed. This is why doors opened halfway, then slammed shut. Because the truth was not only hidden, it was being actively suppressed by energies that feared your alignment. The moment your name was whispered by that nurse, something ancient broke open. A chain, wrapped around your timeline long ago, cracked under the sound of your vibration. And that crack created a sacred leak, through which angels rushed in to surround you. They began to seal the wounds, cancel the delays, and reroute your steps. You may have noticed you suddenly feel tired around certain people. That's not fatigue, it's discernment. Their energy no longer aligns with your truth frequency. Archangel Michael says this truth was never just about your health or history. It's about your destiny. Someone knew you were chosen for something higher, and they feared what would happen if you fully remembered who you are. So, they marked your file. They buried your records. They whispered behind doors. But heaven kept the master copy. And that divine copy is being released to your spirit now, piece by piece. You are not crazy for feeling like something doesn't add up. You are not paranoid for sensing that eyes were on you. You were spiritually ahead. And now the physical world is finally catching up to your knowing. You will feel lighter soon. Your shoulders, weighed down by invisible burdens, will lift. Because the truth, no matter how heavy, always frees the soul it reaches. Soon, you'll hear of another incident in a place you once visited, perhaps a clinic, or home, or a gathering. Someone will mention it casually, but your soul will freeze. As your third divine signal, write it down. Everything that's coming to you now is being divinely timed. You won't miss it if you're still. You won't overlook it if you listen. God's precision leaves no room for confusion, only confirmation. Let people wonder why you're quiet lately. Let them wonder why your eyes seem sharper. They don't need to know, because what's meant for you was never meant to be discussed, only delivered. There are forces unraveling behind the curtain to make room for what was taken from you. Not just health, not just truth, but divine opportunity. Doors you forgot even existed will swing open again, but this time, you'll walk through with clarity. Your spiritual inheritance is being returned, not in gold or titles, but in truth, protection, and divine access. No human can cancel that once heaven releases it. You may feel emotional in the coming days. It may hit you in the middle of doing something ordinary, folding clothes, sitting quietly, driving. Let it. It's healing rising from the deepest part of your soul. Even your inner child is awakening now. The younger you, the one who knew something was off but had no proof, is now being held by angelic arms. That version of you is finally being told you were right all along. And now it's time to reclaim your peace. No more guessing. No more confusion. No more silent suffering. From this moment forward, you are to walk as someone who carries divine clearance. The truth has found you, and you are rising with it. Someone will try to interrupt your clarity soon. They may offer emotional distraction, pity, or sudden closeness. Be mindful, they could be sent as a final delay, masked as concern. Archangel Michael urges you, watch the energy, not the words. If their presence drains you, if your body tenses, step back. They are not your enemy, but they are no longer in alignment with your elevation. You are entering a season where truth is currency, or anything fate forced or virtual will fall away. Let it fall. What remains will be pure, trustworthy, and connected directly to your divine assignment. If you feel alone in this transition, know you are never alone. A host of light stands beside you. Your guardians, your ancestors, your divine protectors. They are with you in every breath, guiding your next divine move. Your journey from silence to sovereignty is now complete. This is your hour of reclamation. Every part of your soul is now stepping into truth, one beam of light at a time. When the news comes, the unexpected call, message, or chance meeting, don't be surprised. It's heaven giving you the next page of the story they tried to burn. But your name was fireproof, and your purpose was divinely inked. What happens next will shock some people. You will radiate so deeply that even those who ignored you will feel compelled to approach. But you will know who is true, because the divine within you now speaks louder than their intentions. Walk with grace, speak with clarity, and move with the authority of someone who was chosen to know what others tried to hide. You are the confirmation. You are the sign. You are the proof that light always finds its way, even when buried. Archangel Michael has sealed this moment in your spirit. This was never just a warning. It was a divine unlocking. And now, no shadow can stand against the radiance rising in you. You are protected. You are awakened. You are unstoppable. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Thank you for listening. Thank you for honoring the divine message meant only for your soul. You are ready. Step forward. and let your truth speak. Dizzy, the winds have already shifted in your favor, even if you cannot yet see the full landscape ahead. The air around your life is no longer the same. It carries the scent of liberation, the vibration of divine exposure. What once lingered in darkness has now been drawn to the surface by heavenly force. Archangel Michael says, the old story is collapsing. You are not bound to what was written by human hands. You are bound only to what was declared over your life by heaven itself. The declaration is now active, and no whisper behind walls can silence it again. The systems that tried to silence you are glitching. Machines that once locked your data are becoming unstable. Programs are crashing. Emails are being recovered. Conversations once erased are now resurfacing. You will begin to hear things like, "That's strange, this file wasn't supposed to be here. I don't remember seeing this before." These aren't technical errors. They are spiritual openings. Divine disruption is sweeping through places where you were forgotten, mislabeled, or overlooked. And every fragment is returning to its rightful owner, you. Archangel Michael says this may also begin to affect people around you. Someone close to you will soon admit to a secret they've been holding, not just for months, but for years. The burden became unbearable the moment your energy shifted. They know you are no longer in the space of confusion. They can sense you are not who you were even 1 week ago. You changed, and your clarity terrifies them because it demands accountability. But you won't seek revenge. You will seek alignment, because healing, not bitterness, is your weapon now. You've evolved past pain into purpose, and those who tried to distort your name or your body's truth, they are now being visited, not by you, but by guilt, dreams, and unshakable signs. The divine court is in session, and heaven does not overlook spiritual injustice. What happens next may feel surreal. The timing of events will become so precise that you'll pause and look up in awe. You'll whisper, "I know this is you, Michael," and you will be correct. You may meet someone new who seems to know too much about your past. They will speak without realizing they are being used by the divine to confirm what you suspected. Listen closely to the slips in their words. That's where your angels are speaking. Even objects will move. Books may fall off shelves. A photo might fall. A bird may appear at your window. These are not random. They are divine nods that you are walking the right timeline now. You are walking through the clearing. And on the other side is your full authority, your clear identity, and your untouchable light. This truth that you carry now, guard it, but don't fear it. You're not meant to isolate with it. You're meant to rise with it. And when the right moment comes, you'll speak, and your words will shake old foundations. The nurse who said your name triggered a wave of spiritual reorganization. The system is being restructured to reflect who you truly are. Even your future health and emotional well-being are being rewritten in your favor. You will not relive the old pain. You will not repeat what your ancestors suffered in silence. You are the generational breaker, the one who says no more secrets. This is why the enemy tried to confuse you. This is why systems tried to erase you. Because your clarity is revolutionary. People will begin treating you differently, some with reverence, others with discomfort. Let it be. They are only responding to the shift they feel in your presence. Your aura has changed. Your field is electric, charged by truth, and infused with divine fire. When you speak now, your words will carry weight. They will bend timelines. This is no longer about whether or not others believe you. This is about heaven believing in you, and you finally believing in yourself. That is the only validation that was ever necessary. Watch for messages in dreams especially involving hospitals, staircases, and corridors. Those represent your soul walking through old systems and unlocking doors that were once locked. When you see that in the dream world, know your spirit is retrieving the missing files. You are the prophecy your enemies didn't see coming. You are the voice they hoped would remain quiet. You are the light that darkness couldn't bury. Archangel Michael says you were never meant to be one of the silent ones. You were designed to awaken others by standing in your truth. Even without speaking, your presence shakes systems, and that is divine power. Let the revelations come. Let the files fall open. Let every accidental whisper become a trumpet in your favor. Because the same room where your name was mentioned without consent will become the stage where your story is respected and retold with honor. And those who heard it once in secrecy will soon witness your rise in divine public truth. You were not born to be hidden in anyone's filing cabinet. You were born to carry a sacred message that only you can deliver to this world. And now, the angels are ensuring that nothing interferes with your clarity ever again. From this moment forward, your past will no longer haunt you. It will educate, empower, and elevate you. The days of silence are over. The era of revelation has begun. Archangel Michael has completed his assignment in this message. Now, the next steps are in your hands. Walk with the courage of one who is fully seen by God and fully feared by deception. And remember, even in rooms you never entered, your name carried power. And now so will your presence, your choices, and your truth. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The divine record has been restored. You are not waiting for a miracle anymore. You are walking in one. And no whisper will ever undo what heaven has now made visible. Deifier Archangel Michael says, you may begin to notice that those who once held power over your story are losing their grip. They will no longer be able to manipulate your narrative, silence your voice, or distort your image. The time of control through silence has ended. A new force walks before you now, and its name is truth. You are the flame that cannot be snuffed out. Even when spoken in error, your name holds divine protection. Even when recorded in secret, your identity was guarded by angels who never abandoned you. This is not just about uncovering what was hidden. It's about reclaiming the version of yourself that was denied access to the full picture. And now, heaven has decided, no more half-truths, no more quiet suffering. A final shift is coming, one that may begin in your sleep. You may feel yourself pulled into unfamiliar places during your dreams. An old hospital hallway, a storage room, a conversation where no one sees you, but you hear everything. This is not fantasy. It's spiritual memory being restored. What they wanted you to forget, heaven is helping you remember in divine order. Even your cells are waking up to the truth. You'll feel moments of sudden strength where you once felt weak. You'll begin to walk taller, speak clearer, and move differently. That's not confidence, it's divine remembrance. You are remembering who you really are. There is someone who once played a role in keeping you uninformed. They may come forward not out of guilt, but out of divine instruction. Don't seek revenge or resentment. Look into their eyes and see what they cannot hide, fear mixed with regret. Your power won't come from calling them out. It will come from calmly claiming what was always yours. This is how spiritual royalty moves, with silent strength and heavenly command. Archangel Michael says, there is paperwork with your name that will soon change hands. This exchange may be quiet, private, and even symbolic. But when it happens, Your spiritual ownership over your own destiny will be legally mirrored in the physical realm. Expect a moment that feels like déjà vu. You will step into a space and feel as if you've already been there, because your spirit walked there first. It was surveying the area, clearing the energy, making room for your return to power. The nurse who spoke your name is now under divine watch. Whether she understands what she did or not, she was used by heaven to break the silence. And that moment, though small to her, was thunder in the angelic realm. It triggered files to be moved, conversations to be reviewed, systems to glitch. You may hear of a mistake, an audit, or a system error tied to a place you've once been. Don't fear it. That is your liberation in motion. Someone will try to get your attention soon, acting like they want to help. But watch their body language. Listen to the words between their sentences. They are not being sent to help. They are being sent to gather information. You don't want an explanation. Let your silence speak until your truth is ready to roar. Your energy has become untouchable, and those who once manipulated you will now be confused by your peace. You're not the same. You're no longer fragile. You are forged in clarity, in justice, and in divine fire. Every breath you take now is one more step away from distortion. Every step forward you make is a holy strike against every lie that tried to hold you back. You are not becoming powerful. You already are. You're just finally seeing it. And when the call comes, because it will, it may come as a polite question. Do you remember being treated here? Did anyone ever tell you about this test? Would you like to come and to review something? Pay attention. Don't rush. Let the divine speak through your instincts before you answer. You'll know whether to say yes, to wait, or to walk away. You're not reacting anymore. You are responding with divine authority. This is the frequency where miracles happen. This is where truth meets timing. This is where angels step in and rewrite the ending. Archangel Michael says the battle for your silence has ended, and heaven has won. The shadows are retreating. The fog is lifting, and you are standing in the middle of a divine unveiling. You may hear others say, "I don't remember that," or "that doesn't sound right." Smile inwardly. You don't need them to remember, because heaven never forgot. There is one more gift being released to you soon. Peace. Not the kind that comes from getting answers, but the kind that comes when your soul no longer feels the need to ask. That's what divine truth brings. It doesn't just satisfy curiosity. It liberates your identity. And in that freedom, everything around you begins to align. People will notice the change. They'll ask what happened, and you will simply say, "I heard what they didn't want me to hear, and I chose to remember." So now walk, not as a seeker, but as a finder. You have seen behind the curtain. You know your story was never truly lost. It was hidden for this exact hour. Archangel Michael bows before the Father, saying, "The one you sent the message to has received it. They are ready." And heaven is answering back. Then let the restoration begin. You are not the same soul who began reading this message. You are awakened. You are aligned. And you are finally free from spiritual silence. No whisper, no file, no signature can stand against the divine record of who you are. And from this day forward, you walk as one who heard what wasn't meant to be heard, because heaven needed you to know. Your timeline is now corrected. Your destiny is fully activated. And your truth, unchained, undenied, unstoppable, is now in motion. Desired of you may begin to feel disconnected from your past, not in a painful way, but in a way that feels like peeling off an old skin. This is not you forgetting who you are. This is your spirit separating from who the world tried to convince you to be. You are not the identity written in secret files. You are not the summary of misdiagnosed conditions or suppressed conversations. You are the divine embodiment of remembrance, of spiritual justice being served through presence, not paperwork. Archangel Michael says this moment was written long before your name was ever whispered. It was encoded into your timeline, locked away until you were strong enough to see it, hold it, carry it. Now that you've arrived at this sacred checkpoint, the angels have been given permission to unlock what was once denied. That's why you're feeling things before they happen. It's why you're seeing people clearly for the first time, like removing fog from a mirror. Because you are no longer in spiritual sleep. You are in full spiritual wakefulness. Expect the unexpected, not just in moments but in people. Someone who once overlooked you will suddenly speak to you with respect, even reverence. They won't know why they're doing it, but you will. It's not about their apology. It's about your alignment. Your vibration now demands honor, without asking, without begging. Watch how people adjust their tone around you. Watch how they lower their eyes or fidget when you're near. Your presence is pressing against every lie they ever believed about you. You don't need to expose anyone. You don't need to revisit every moment they failed you. Because heaven already saw it. And now, heaven is revealing it. Archangel Michael wants you to prepare. It will be a moment of divine reversal. It may come in a message, a phone call, a letter, or even a quiet confession whispered in fear. When it happens, you'll feel a cool stillness around you. That's the angelic realm sealing the exchange. Don't react in rage. React in power. React in purpose. React in peace. You're not returning to correct the past. You're receiving compensation for what was stolen from you. Not just physically, but energetically, emotionally, spiritually. You will see it in your relationships. You'll see it in your health. You'll see it in the sudden opening of doors you once stood outside of, praying to enter. There will be no more begging. There will be no more waiting for permission to rise. Your permission has already been signed by the hands of heaven. Let those who feel convicted by your peace feel it fully. You not cushion, and with softness. You not dim yourself to make them comfortable. They had their time to speak, and they chose silence. But heaven did not. And now, that divine voice is echoing in every part of your life, calling you back to your rightful place. The silence is broken. The truth is moving. And the lie can no longer survive in your light. Your body may go through sensations of purging, tingles, dreams, even momentary aches. Let it pass. This is your system detoxing from spiritual deception. Your spirit is making room. Room for miracles. Room for clear vision. Room for divine momentum. You're not starting over. You're starting correctly. And this version of you, wake, sharp, and covered in divine protection, is untouchable. Your name, which they whispered in error, now echoes in heavenly chambers. What was once an accident has become a divine alarm. And angels are moving because of you. Don't be surprised if you feel protected walking into spaces that once strained you. That's not confidence. It's confirmation. You have walked into your inheritance. And now, every room must make space for your light. The lies are crumbling. The illusion is dissolving. And the truth that was buried is now rising, and it bears your name. Let it rise. Let it roar. Let it write every moment you were made to feel small. And as Archangel Michael watches over this transformation, he speaks one last divine decree. This one belongs to truth, This one was hidden but not forgotten. This one walks now not in fear, but in full divine fire. No more hesitation. No more half steps. And no more second guessing what your spirit already knows. The doors that will open for you from this moment forward, they are not ordinary. They are reserved, set apart, destined. Walk through them with grace. Speak only when your spirit stirs. Let silence be your shield and truth your sword. You are not who they recorded. You are not who they remembered. You are who heaven never forgot. And now you remember too. You have reached the completion of this spiritual message. But this is only the beginning of your divine momentum. Stay grounded. Stay guarded. Stay glorious. Archangel Michael has delivered. Now it is time for you to rise.